Hey Spartans, it's Neil here. So I was talking to Coach Ali and she wanted me to put together a little bit of a pre-training warm-up just to help prevent sort of any injuries, because what we tend to do in on training on Wednesday is kind of get right into the games, and suddenly that can be pretty high intensity pretty quickly without getting into a thorough warm-up. I'm going to lead a really short one, sort of 5-10 minutes each Wednesday before training, but if you want to get on with your own, I'm going to put together two videos, an upper body one and a lower body one, where we can work on that in your own time. So if you get there early, you want to focus a little bit extra on your shoulders, you want to focus a little bit extra on your hips and legs, you can just pick up a couple of tips from some of the two videos that we're going to do. This one right here is going to be our upper body video, and I'm really just going to whiz through a few different exercises that you can throw into your warm-up in a way to kind of prepare your body for the training ahead. Make sure you don't pick up any niggles, and we can head into the season as strong as possible, really. So we're starting off with our low push-up hops. Now you can do these from the knees if you need to, but we're going to aim to do them from the toes. But it is coming down into a low push-up position, and then you're just looking just to hop the hands just off the floor. So just little small reactive hops, a little small bounce, just pulling your hands off the floor and landing and receiving that kind of motion. Then we're going to look at a pullover motion. Now typically we do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell, but if we do this in the warm-up, what we're going to do is we're actually going to ask a partner or a teammate to actually pull your arms into position. So you'd be lying on the floor, you'd be holding the weight, or your teammate would be holding your wrists, and you'd be lowering that weight down towards the floor, holding for a second, and then pulling back up. And what you'd be aiming to do is have your teammate resist that movement, so you get that movement through the shoulders. From there, we then look at some tripod rotations. Now this is one of my favourites. So you get yourself into a press-up position, feet wide apart, one hand behind your back, and then it's that twist, open the shoulders, twist chest to the floor. Open the shoulders, chest to the floor. You go somewhere between 5 and 10 reps, control that movement, and then you do the same thing on the other side. So open the shoulders, chest to the floor. Open the shoulders, chest to the floor. From there, we can then look at some thread the needles. Same principle. You reach under, up to the sky. Under, up to the sky. So you guys will have done these as part of the warm-up. They're a really nice one. Getting that thoracic rotation in. Again, same on each side. I'm just whizzing through these. Then from there you've got your tripod down dogs. So you would start off in your typical press-up position. One hand behind the back, reach back, come forward, swap sides. Hand in, push back. Hand down, push back. Hand down, push back each time. So really start to move through the shoulders, through different ranges. We'll then look at some tabletops. Now there's two variations that you could look at, where we could look at both hands on the floor and just really getting that movement through the shoulders, hips up, hips down. You can then also come into one side, where you open up as much as possible through one shoulder and back down. And then one of my favourites again is a prone swimmer. So from there, we'd look at opening the shoulders in that position, keeping your hands off the floor, full stretch, come back, stretch out, and come back. So that, you wouldn't have to do everything, but throwing one or two of those into your shoulder warm-up or upper body warm-up, really good idea, especially on days when we're going to be doing contact. And as Neil said, we're going to be doing at least 20 minutes of contact every session right up until the start of the season, so really good one to throw in there. Keep an eye out, I'll have my lower body video up later this weekend. Alright, this is Neil, signing off.